going down. I don't even know what's around, going up, coming down. I don't even know what's around, going up, going down. I don't even know what's around, going up, going down. I don't even know what's around, going up. Hey guys! Killer Game Star here. Bitch. Three, two, one. Hello, welcome back to another Redskins rebuild. This episode we're on week 8, and we are 4-2, the top of the NFC East. We're going to be going from week 8 to week 12 in this episode. So yeah, woo. I've already done everything else in the last episode, so let's advance week. We're going to do no trades, because I think our team is already in 87, so we don't need many trades, so let's advance week. And we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 26-17. Let's go check the stats. Matthew Stafford, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he got sacked twice. Marlon Mack had 82 rushing yards. Darius Guice had 25 rushing yards. Receiving, McLaurin had 100 receiving yards. Sims had 39 receiving yards. Jordan Reed had 35 receiving yards. CeeDee Lamb had 33 receiving yards. And then we go to defense. Landon Collins, Monte Nicholson, Preston Smith, Aaron Colvin, Eric Armstead, and Chris Jones each had 1 TFL. And then Preston Smith and Reuben Foster each had 1 sack. And then there were Aaron Colvin had 2 interceptions, and Cole Holcomb had 1 interception. So those were stats for our win. That brings us to 5-2. And no, we have 1 injury. Levi Wallace is out for 5 weeks. That sucks. Brandon Sheriff is returning from injury. Let's see what players to upgrade. Marlon Mack gets an upgrade, which brings him to an 86 overall. It's perfect. Oh, the volume's really loud. Let's get some culture players. So we will scout the fullbacks. And then we scout the center. Okay, let's view message X Factor the end. How we can handle Joey Bosa. I think we have a decent line. We can try to slow down Bosa. That's definitely possible. I could believe. You message breakout player. Did I get what I needed to? Reuben Foster didn't have the game I was hoping for. It's a big letdown. It's sad. Let's view message breakout player for Terry McLaurin. That's weird. He gets 1. For real, somebody. So if he gets 4 touchdowns or 200 yards, he gets an X Factor, I think. And then let's try to sign Jordan Reed back for a year. So he wants 3 years. I'll give him 3 years. He wants a bigger bonus. I'll give him a bigger bonus. So 3 years, $19 million basically. He accepts. And then Aaron Colvin's been playing great, so I will re-sign Aaron Colvin to a 2-year, $4.9 million deal, and he accepts. So we got Aaron Colvin and Jordan Reed back. Nothing else much to do. Let's advance the week. And we win 17-14 over the Chargers, which brings us to 6-2. So let's check the stat line. Matthew Stafford had 127 passing yards. That's low. 2 touchdowns. He was sacked twice. Marlon Mack had 53 rushing yards, and Guice had 25 rushing yards. Jordan Reed had 39 receiving yards. Sims had 38. Lamb had 22. McLaurin only had 14, and Mack only had 14. And McLaurin, if he got 200, he would have got X Factor, but he didn't. That's sad. Defensive-wise, Eric Armstead had 2.5 sacks. Cole Holcomb and Clavon Chaisson each had 1 sack. Chris Jones had half a sack. A lot of TFLs. Eric Armstead, Clavon Chaisson, and Chris Jones had 2 TFLs. And Cole Holcomb had 1 TFL. And there's no interceptions. So those are the stats in our win against the Los Angeles Chargers. First, let's upgrade players. We have Clavon Chaisson, first and foremost. Let's put his run stopper up. He's still an 84, but he has an 82 in run stopping now. Brings up his block shedding, man coverage, pursuit, and tackle. Let's Jonathan Jones. Let's put his man-to-man up, which makes him now an 85 overall. That's good. We have our number 1 cornerback. And then Curtis Gessner will auto-upgrade him. Let's scout some college players. If we go back to center... View message breakout. I already know he didn't get the breakout, which is kind of sad, but that's what happens sometimes. Nice win. Bosa did shut us down, but we won, so 500 XP for the line. And then view this for Fletcher Cox before our game this week. We'll try to slow down Fletcher Cox. Big injury decision. The doctors have cleared Levi Wallace. I will start Quinn Dunbar because I don't want Levi Wallace to get a nagging injury. Now let's check players assigned. And Eric Flowers, Ryan Hewitt, Donald Payne. There's not a lot of players in the whole thing that I'd sign, maybe besides like a Timuchin Hodges or a Troy Apke. But I will sign back Eric Flowers to be a good backup option if our left guard goes out injured. And he accepts the offer. Perfect. Nothing else much to do this week. Besides Troy Apke's coming back. But let's advance and see if we can beat the 3-4-1 Philadelphia Eagles. We won 21-14. We are now 7-2 at the top of the division. Let's check out the stat line. It's crazy. Matthew Stafford had 207 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and he was sacked 1 time. Marlon Mack had 69 rushing yards, and Guice had 34 rushing yards. McLaurin had 56 receiving yards, Sims had 44, Lamb had 31, Mack had 30, Henches had 24, and Reed had 22. And then defense, Chris Jones had 1 sack. Chris Jones also had 2 TFLs. Reuben Foster and Eric Armstead had 1 TFL. There's no interceptions in our game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go some college players. Let's go back to center. There's not a lot of centers here. That's sad. And then besides center and safeties. So that's it. Our team's pretty good. But we don't have many draft picks. So let's see what Taylor Bennett has to say. Congrats on the win, coach. You guys played some pretty good football this year, but it only matters if you can finish strong. So let's see a few more wins in the home stretch. Thank you, Taylor Bennett. And then view message factor DT. Let's see if we got our running touchdown. And we got 500 XP for the O-line. Perfect. Let's upgrade players. We have a lot of upgrades. So first, let's upgrade Akeem Hicks. Let's put his power rusher up. He's now an 88 overall. The right end is an 88 overall. And then we have Deron Payne, who is our backup or second string D tackle, and he's now an 86 overall. So now we have our backup D tackle is 86. Then we have Monte Nicholson. Let's put his zone up. So now we have free safety at 77 overall. That's not that bad. And then we'll auto upgrade the last 4. Not a lot else to do. Let's advance week, see if we can be the 3-6 Los Angeles Rams.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
And we lose the Los Angeles Rams 20-17. We're still top of the division by 2 games. Let's check the stat line. Stafford had 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked 1 time. Marlon Mack had 81 rushing yards. Stafford had 7 rushing yards. McLaurin 103 receiving yards. Lamb had 71 receiving yards. Sims had 38 receiving yards. Mack had 34 receiving yards. Quentin Dunbar, Eric Armstead, Chris Renzi, Deron Payne each had 1 TFL. Reuben Foster, Akeem Hicks, Preston Smith each had 1 sack. And there was no interceptions in our loss against the Los Angeles Rams. So let's upgrade players. We have Reuben Foster. Let's put his run stopper up. And Shane Lamo. Let's put his agile up. So now Shane Lamo's an 81. That's pretty good. And then we'll upgrade the other 2 auto. We also had no new injuries that last game, or last few games, so that's pretty good. Let's go some college players. Let's view message X Factor cornerback. Jeff Okuda will be shutting receivers all game. His ability to make on the ball is ridiculous. Let's commit to slow him down. And we have to see if we have any players to sign back. I'll sign back Donald Penn. 2 years, $3.1 million, and he accepts. I will, yeah. So that's it for this episode, this short episode. We'll play the Raiders next episode. So we did 3-4 weeks this episode, and I'll see you tomorrow with a Cowboys video. Yeah, hopefully a Cowboys video. So see you then. Peace.